Good afternoon, Smash Com Tourney of Tourneys fans, and welcome to Beta League number 5, numero 5, in which we have the Beta League, which I think I've already said. But that doesn't matter. How is everyone? Good? Just want to quickly say, from the last Beta League number 4, as of this point, that was my most watched video. And I'm usually, 25 people. I love you 25. But that last video got me 70 views at the moment. I'm not sure how, but thank you to everyone who's watched. I don't even know 70 people, so I really appreciate that. It gives me confidence. So yeah, that's the good news. The bad news, for all you guys and girls out there watching, is that today is chapter 2 of me slam dunking on your teams once more. Here I am, the Horatio Kane from CSI Miami, shades on, and we're good to go. Beta League, oh, we're good to go now anyway. Definitely pressed the wrong button. Yeah, anyway, yeah, hi. Thanks again. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Even though I'm not meant to be saying nice things anymore, I'm only meant to be saying mean things. So I'm going to start with Incineroar versus Rob. That's Incineroar from the Fossil Fuels and Rob from the Red Robots. Now, I did forget last time to talk about the team rankings at all. So I'm going to try and talk about it a bit more in this tournament. And starting by the sort of close battles between the Cockadoodle Dudes and the Red Robots, who are 3 points within each other, the Red Robots being second. So let's keep an eye on the Robots and see how they can do, and can Rob prevail for them. And considering no one has Rob, and he has won a gold already this tournament, he stands a good chance against a poor performing Incineroar, who is in quite a lot of dream teams, which means, now he's dead, Incinerubbish, I wasn't even rooting for him. Reminds me of the good old days, guys, where Series 1 had lots of technical issues, and I am apparently having one today as well. So I am keeping an eye on the sound. If there's any problems, I will stop and make sure we don't miss much of a tourney. So anyway, in that last match, obviously Incineroar is now 44th, really falling down for the Fossil Fuels, and Rob is in 23rd and gets a win for the Red Robots. So that will make sure that they catch up with the Cockadoodle Dudes, who currently have a fighter in Wii Fit Trainer versus a Shroom Dog Wario. Now, we'll crack on with that. Again, sorry for any technical difficulties. Who remembers Series 1? I thought we was past that. Anyway, yeah, Wario's ranked 49th, Wii Fit Trainer's 34th. And a lot of people have Wario. Wario's a real tough one to be rubbish to, so all I can say is I'm rooting for Wii Fit Trainer. Now, I have already had feedback saying that from my good friend Makawewe, begging, no, not even begging, pleading, all of the words you can think of to basically say, can I stop not rooting for his team? And I've got to do it one more time. Then we'll go back to normal and I'll be back on your side. But for now, Wario beats Wii Fit Trainer, which is going to help Wario get out of relegation, I believe, because he's quite far down. So, Wario, 10 to 12, ranked 41. So yeah, really good. Wii Fit Trainer, 12 to 13, gone down to 39th. And yeah, that will now bring the Red Robots a bit closer to the Cockadoodle Dudes now, in a battle for first place. So, we love to see that. I will go back to talking about Ultimate Dream Team at some point. Obviously, I'm just slam dunking at the moment, but in a bad way as well. Anyway, no one has Piranha Plant, and Piranha Plant's won a tourney already. But Roy the Boy, one person has Roy the Boy, and if there's someone I'm going to slam dunk on, it's not this guy, because actually it might work if I do diss Roy the Boy. If Roy the Boy sucks, I want Piranha Plant to win. Sorry, Roy. All I want right now is to see Piranha Plant beat Roy the Boy. Now, no one even likes Roy the Boy. can only hope that Piranha Plant wins this. Piranha Plant, who I should say for the Cockadoodle Dudes, versus Roy the Boy from the Robots. So this is a great little matchup, considering there's now 1 point in it thanks to those first few rounds. But Piranha Plant managed to survive there, feeling like they'd fallen quite far down. Roy the Boy still going strong. It doesn't seem to matter what happens to Piranha Plant. They managed to live. You can keep trying to just blow them away, Roy, but you need to do better, man. I don't care, because Piranha Plant for the win. I thought that was a good attack there. Getting so much into this, I'm not sure. I keep forgetting who I'm actually rooting for. Yeah, Piranha Plant, that's it, obviously. And if Piranha Plant does lose this... Yes! I admit that I'm a jinx, because Roy the Boy finally gets a win against Piranha Plant. And that is going to put him from 64th all the way to still 64th. 3 wins, 12 losses. Roy the Boy, this is it. This is the comeback now. He's against the odds. He's beating a great fighter like Piranha Plant, who's on 6 for 4 now. He's in 25th. And Roy the Boy gets through after I was rooting against him. Did that for you, Roy. It hurt to do it, but I did it, okay? I'm proud of myself. Anyway, shocking to see Roy the Boy get through. And that puts the Robots above the Cockadoodle Dudes by 1. They have reversed. Now let's go to the other end of the table with the Energy Source and Banjo and Kazooie versus Lucas. Now, Banjo. Banjo, Pancho, Banjo. As much as he's an Energy Source fighter, he's also on Boom Makawari, which means he's not going to get away with this. Anyone else got him? I'm sure someone has. Yeah, we will rock you. Ash has got him. Okay then. Banjo. More like Banjo. Banjo string? Is that a thing? I feel like it is. I have on this video not for kids, by the way. In case you're watching, then I'm sorry. I apologise. We're all friendly here. But yeah, if you don't know what it is, you'll learn Monday. But anyway, yeah. Banjo sucks. I really want Lucas to win. I love Lucas so much. I really hope Banjo doesn't pull this out of the bag for the Energy Source, the team that started all this, that gave me the idea to create these tourneys and put them into teams like this, thanks to the Source, thanks to my name being Energy Scott from the Energy Source. I can only pray that Banjo loses and Lucas, my favourite fighter, wins. But that was a terrible final smash. I'm sure if it did hit, it would have been pretty good, but we all know what this level's like. We've seen this level hundreds of times, and it always goes to sudden death because of how long it is. Okay. It's pretty close at the moment. But there is only 10 seconds left. There's an assist trophy there. Is that going to do anything in time? It's the 3DS guy. Unless there's some huge hit here. It's not enough. No, we go to sudden death, in which I would love to see Lucas win. I would... Oh, makes me sick. Just going to do it. I can't wait to come back to rooting for you guys. I can't. Now, the only good news about that is, sucks that Banjo lost. He's on 5 for 5. Hate to see that. It even sucks more that Lucas won, because I can't stand Lucas. 6 for 12. Moves up to 58. But the good news, and there's only a few bits of good news, is that gives Roy the Boy a chance to win, because he should beat Lucas, right? So at the moment, the two teams through are only the Robots and the Dogs, so they're having a great start to Tourney of Tourneys. And now we have Fossil Fuel versus Fossil Fuel. And the Fossil Fuels are, somewhere or other, they're 5th at the moment, so they're not having a great tournament. But we see Pyra and Mithra versus Young Link. So loads of people have Young Link. Only Rachel from the pit crew has Pyra and Mithra. But as I'm a bit of a jinx, as everyone tells me, I'm gonna go for both of these. So Pyra and Mithra, more like pie and it's a really hard one. Just pie in your face. And Young Link, more like, I did Young Sync last time, so maybe I'll do like Young. Nah. I can't wait to go back to normal. This is a real difficulty. Anyway, Young Link is struggling, but I am going to shout out who has Young Link really quickly. We've got the Wonder Boys, wow, Magnum Condoms, and the Karaoke Kings. This is a very close game at the moment. Some very high damage. Fossil Fuels facing Fossil Fuels. I think these are both the relegated, not the relegated fighters, sorry, the two fighters who drafted. And Pyra takes the win. So for the pit crew, who have called me a jinx once or twice, apparently you are correct. Pyra, 5 for 4, is now in 26th, and Young Link, 6 for 13, so is now 61st. And did we expect much from Young Link? Who knows? But it didn't happen anyway. Okay, so next up is Rosalina and Cloud, who've never fought before, and is our first Cosmo Viper of the day. Well, Rosalina is. And Cloud is our first Fossil Fuel for the day. Who, if he goes through, will face another Fossil Fuel. Now, no one has Ros, a few people have Cloud. Let's give shout outs, let's do it. So, Ultimate Dream Team, building your own dream team. The people to pick Cloud are We Will Rock You, Mega Drive, and the Pit Crew, and Boom Makalaka. All of you guys, in no particular order should I add, he says. I've got Cloud. So Cloud, despite me loving that man, is going to get absolutely trounced by Roz. Cloud, more like not allowed to get through. Thinking on my feet today. Right, Rosalina is in trouble here. Unless Cloud kills himself. No, Ros, she is holding on. For dear life. I think this is this the one you was chatting about, Boom, about the battery in the middle? Ros has turned this round. This is a really stressful level. And Ros did not deserve to win that, but by getting the final smash did win that, which, okay, by the end of this tournament we're going to finally say out loud who, if I'm a jinx or if I'm not a jinx, and if I'm going to be rooting for you from now on or rooting against you. And at the moment, I feel like I'm not a jinx. I feel like the moral support works. But we'll see. Anyway, Rosalina goes up to 49th, whereas Cloud has fallen quite a bit, goes to 56th. So that's terrible for Cloud, who is looking relegation in the face. He's still in D1, but only just. It's a long way back now, considering he's on, in total, -5. -3 is technically safe. Anyway, we've had a Fuel versus Fuel, so now we're going to have a Tech versus Tech, with Isabel, who comes second last time, I believe, versus Dark Samus, who is one of the fighters who I believe is yet to have a win. Yes, we have two. We have Dark Samus and we have Wolf, who are both obviously in the Beta League. Dark Samus, who was looking so promising in the drafting process, who got 3 Amethyst wins in one tournament, hasn't really done too well. Yeah, really not done too well. Great music though, Hollow Bastion. I'll probably say that every time this level's on, but I'll say it again. It's been a week since the last tournament, I can't remember what I said. Anyway, anyone got Dark Samus? Oh, I think, yeah, everyone. Loads of people have got Dark Samus. King K. Rool rules. Nippleback. Wow. Team Nuggets and the Wonder Boys all having Dark Samus. And Dark Samus finally gets a win. And I was just about to start, you know, saying some nasty things. Nasty things. That's what Dark Samus's video looks like when she wins. Which is good. I like to see Dark Samus do well. So, 1 win to 4. Puts her in 48th. Isabelle loses, which I also love to see. Even though, technically, on a role reversal, I was rooting for Isabelle. Isabelle was so easy to rip into as well. Her name is Isabelle. Okay? Sorry to anyone called Isabelle, by the way. Like, I don't mean it. But yeah, great news for Dark Samus, who gets through. And is now 48th. And so good for so many Dream Teams. Now, here's Snake. Snake versus Peach. And you know what we're going to say about Snake. Our red robot, who are doing quite well so far this tournament, but now have Snake. Versus Peach from Gorilla Limon, who used to be a Cosmo Viper. Now she's a Limon. Not a very good fighter, Peach, but Snake has been doing awfully. So a win here for any of these fighters would be great. Snake's in a lot of Dream Teams. Gonna have to shout him out. Mega Drive has got to be one. Boom's got to be another. Nippleback. Tenement Chilies. Loads of people have Snake, so Snake, more like Garden Rake. It's your call. Maybe I should put this to a vote. Because by dissing Snake, he is officially through. 11 wins to 12 losses. And Peach, 5 for 13. Very terrible. She goes down to 61st. Leaving room for Roy the Boy to catch up. Which we'd love to see. Did I put Snake's victory up? I think I did. 11 to 12. Yes, I did. So Snake, now 37th, faces off against Dark Samus in the next round. And that's quite a good matchup. I'm quite looking forward to that one. Right. As we go into the next round, we have... Not next round. Next... The right side. We have Wolf, the only fighter left to have not won anything. A Cosmo Viper versus the Cockadoodle Dudes and Steve, who only has one, who has beaten Wolf once, sorry, not has one win. He's done much better than that. As a team, the Dudes are now 2 points behind the Red Robot, so a win here for them is crucial if they don't want to lose distance on them. They did start the tournament in first, so the Robots now, having 3 fighters through, have made a really good start. Oh my god, is this the song from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? What a game. What a game. Oh, I meant to be saying bad things. Steve. More like leave. Get out. I can't just Wolf. Wolf's struggling so much. He doesn't need that. Even though I am dissing Wolf technically, because it's a reversal thing. It's very confusing. Sorry if you can't keep up, but I can't keep up, so I don't know what to expect from you guys. Hey, do you know what? I do remember these guys fighting because it was on that like leafy level. I thought Wolf would won then, but Wolf didn't win. So painful. It was on that leafy level because it was the picture for the video for one of the beta leagues. I can't think what they call it. It's the thing that they go on about on YouTube that makes it really successful. I can't think what it's called. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about Steve. Beating Wolf for the Cockadoodle Dudes. Great stuff. 7 to 4. And Wolf 3 for 13, which could potentially... It puts Wolf in last place, which means that Roy the Boy has officially moved up. And is obviously still in this tournament, so... Let's go, Roy. Next up, we have Diddy Kong versus Corin. Diddy Kong, a Shroom Dog, who already have 2 fighters through. That's all the fighters who have fought. Versus Corin for the Source, who have no one through. Because the Source are rubbish. But this could be Corin's time. Ex-Red Robot. Red Robots are doing good. And Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong's in Boom Makalaka. And boom, I know you're hating this. I know you're wishing I was back. I was back, giving you some good feedback. But not this tournament, mate. Looking in the wrong place. Diddy Kong. More like... I don't know if I want to say that one live. No, I'm not. Just to say I want Diddy Kong to lose, alright? And Diddy Kong against the Source Fighter. And there you go. Boom, I've been a godsend to you this time. Snake got through because of me. Diddy got through because of me. Diddy... Oh, wait. Wait, I thought Diddy lost that. Won that. I thought Diddy won that. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'll take that back, Boom. Sorry. Oh, Mac, I could hear you. I can hear you. SP can hear you. Screaming. Screaming in disappointment. Saying, Scott, why? Why have you jinxed me so much and made my life a living hell? I can only apologise, my friend. Diddy Kong. 4-13. 62nd. Very bad. Corin, however, gets through for the energy source and is ranked 52nd. So not a very good fighter in Corin, but you know, anything could happen. Corin is in a few dream teams. SP, you've got Corin, I believe. Yeah, the Man Dominator's Corin. And Pit Crew with Corin. Rachel, you're having a mixed tournament. I was going to say a good tournament, but it's still a mixed tournament. Oh man, I was just checked. When life gives you lemons, Jamie, how you doing? Long time no speak. Toon Link, Pac-Man, Jigglypuff, and Mr. Game & Watch. None of them have fought yet until now with Toon Link. That I've just noticed. So, Fox, Cosmo Viper, who have Rosalina through, and the Lemon have no one through yet. I mean, they've only had one fighter, but the Lemon need Toon Link to get through here. I know Fox is in Dream Teams. I know Toon Link's in Dream Teams. I don't know who to vote for, who to go against. Doesn't look good for Toon Link. I love both of these characters. Screw you guys. I'm not going to root for anyone because I like them both. And Fox gets the win. Which is good because Fox has had a really terrible tournament as well. So 8-12 for Fox and Toon Link. 4 for 5, but making sure that the Gorilla Lemon have no one through. And Fox gets through. 52nd, which has gone one step above Corin now, who goes down to 53rd from that last round. Anyway, Mr. Game & Watch facing off against a familiar foe in King K. Rool. This tournament's Beta League current champion, current leader of Beta League, who's beaten Mr. Game & Watch before. I'm pretty sure that was a Crystal match. But obviously they're in different Crystal Leagues now. And there is no Crystal League matches in this first round, or at the moment in the second round. Thanks for sticking thanks for sticking by me. But anyway, these are two good fighters who are, they must both be in Rosie's team. King K. Rool rules, yeah. So you're going to get one win here at least. But Jamie, you're going to be hoping on Mr. Game & Watch, of course, as you've just lost Toon Link. Oh, but King K. Rool continues to be an absolute behemoth of a character. Mr. Game & Watch, 9 for 13 for the Gumtech, who as a team are 6th. They're on 1 point, so they're not in the minus like the Source or the Lemon, who I've just seen. The Lemon are 8th. The Source have overtaken them. How are these teams doing so badly again? Doesn't make sense. And King K continues to be the top Beta League fighter. 22 for 11, so that moves him up to 6th. Obviously, he lost a few ranks because of how good the Alpha League fighters did. The All-Star Alpha League fighters did in the last tourney. So he's got a chance here to claw his way back up. And in his face next is 51st place Fox versus 6th place King K. So that's a real tough one. Anyway, Lucina versus Falco. Lucina for the Gun Tech, Falco for the Gorilla Limon, who Gorilla Limon need to get a fighter through here. But all you Limon fans needs to happen. But let's have a little look at Lucina. Lucina and Falco are Magnum Condoms. So once again, Jaff, you have two fighters, just like you did in the final last time. I hope you're happy with that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you were. I'm glad he should be. Lucina is in Mega Drive, so that's obviously my brother's team. I griefed my brother a little bit too much in the last round. He's actually never called me a jinx before. It's more Rachel who's called me a jinx before. So, do you know what though? I'm going to root for Falco just for the sake of the for the sake of the Limon, which means I need to root for Lucina. Maybe it's time. Do you know what? Considering I'm struggling to see. Glasses off. That's really bright. That's it. Glasses are off. It's been an emotional run. And Falco dies. I can't remember what I wanted. I wanted Falco to win, didn't I? Damn it. Lucina has actually beaten Falco before. I probably should have mentioned that. She goes on 13 for 12. And poor old Falco, who Team Wow's logo. You've lost Falco, and Falco's doing equally as bad as Fox. Not equally. Oh no, there's 1 point in them, but they're both in relegation. So, along with Wolf, there's gonna be like no Star Fox fighters at all. That sucks. Lucina is now in 27th and gets through for the Tech, which is the second Tech fighter through, considering Dark Samus got through. But we do have the last red robot here, which is Duck Hunt versus Energy Sources Pac-Man. And technically, despite Duck Hunt obviously coming second in that tourney, one of the Beta League tourneys, did Pac-Man come anywhere? League winners. Oh, Pac-Man comes second as well to Piranha Plant in Beta League 3. So, Energy Sources Pac-Man has, been doing alright. And so has Duck Hunt, but Duck Hunt's still in relegation. And Pac-Man's just doing his thing. That's all I've got for them. Pac-Man's 28th actually, so he's quite close to being a pro. Just needs to be 24th or higher. But let's see who wins this. I could do with another Source fighter going through, except for Corrin. I do have another one with Greninja. Hey, pretty close at the moment. So who has Pac-Man? With Life Gives You Lemons, I believe. Nipple back. And with Life Gives You Lemons, both of you guys do, so that's pretty cool. That's the Duck Hunt, who my brother has. I feel like the weight's been lifted. Now the shades are off. I feel like I don't need to be mean anymore. I feel like the times are changing. And Duck Hunt's dead. So the Red Robots do lose their final fighter, which should be quite interesting for the league standings. Duck Hunt goes down to 57th, and Pac-Man continuing his journey to success. 14 for 12. Love to see it. Love to see it. The Source have some bad luck. We kind of need these next few wins to get through. Team rank. Yeah, there's quite a distance between the Source and the Limon now, who have an opportunity to get a win in here with Jigglypuff, but versus last time's winner, Richter, which is, that's going to be a real tough battle. Let's see how Jigglypuff gets on. A lot of dream teams for Jigglypuff and Richter. Jigglypuff is in 4 teams, and Richter is in 2 or 3? 3. Oh, Benny P from the Karaoke Kings for having both Richter and Jigglypuff. Again, doing very well, my friend. And just like that, I salute King K Rule rules when life gives you lemons, Magnum condoms, and Boom Makalaka, all of you guys, Limon fighters. It's not gone well. The Limon are out of this tourney, which means the Energy Source have an opportunity to run away with some points here. Jigglypuff 7 for 13, sorry, goes to 57th. And Richter 10 for 3 is now 11th. Richter's a bit of a powerhouse and has gone, what, a 6-match winning streak. Go Richter. Love to see that. Let's have a look at the league, the Warrior accolade of most improved. Oh, not that. Spartan. So, currently, obviously King K. Rool's on 12. So he's had 12. He's had 15 wins and 3 losses, so 12 in total. And Richter and Byleth are also both on 7. So that shows how good Richter's been, considering that Byleth is also on 7. It's awesome. Anyway, Ken from the Shroom Dogs versus Greninja from the Energy Source. Ken, no one's dream team. Greninja is only in the pit crew, so and Greninja's an Energy Source fighter, so I'm back, Rachel. I'm back on your side. Let's go, Greninja. Come on. Source 3 fighters through would be incredible. Maybe that will see us climb to 6th place, and who knows what happens after that. So far, Greninja's fighting good. It's picked up a Pokemon and that killer Pixel thing that could kill Ken if it manages to land. Which it has done. So Greninja wins. See, Rachel, the times are changing. The times are changing. Ken, where you at? Loses 3-5. That's not awful for a first tournament. Greninja. Okay, Greninja is in 59th, but now is on 7 for 12, which moves him up to 56th. And faces, again, Richter in the next round, which is, awful. So quite a lot of struggling fighters have got through in that first round. So now, I'm looking forward to round 2. There is still no Crystal League matches. So, sorry guys. I know you come here for the Crystal League to see how much of a difference can happen, but it don't look like it's going to happen much today. We'll see. I'll try and keep you up to date with it, but at the moment, it's looking like, yeah, may not happen. Anyway, let's see. Rob versus Wario. So this is our first double of Shroom Dogs versus Red Robots. Just double check that. Yeah, that's right. With Wario, Dream Team favourite versus Rob, who is just Magnum Condom's logo. For reasons that still, like I said, one day we'll find out. Today is not that day. You know, I'm on a come down. I'm on the come down of being bad. You know, I'm on like, what's redemption? That's the word I was looking for. I'm on the redemption story arc now. Trying to get you guys back on my side. Please like me, please. Anyway, Rob wins. Rob, who's having an absolute blinder on the series, manages to beat Wario, who, again, being in a few dream teams, that's going to be gutting. But Rob is 21st, and the Red Robots get through. And when we look at the team rankings, the Robots and the Dudes are actually on the same now. They're both on 9, so that's pretty close. There is a distance between the Source and Limon at the bottom, but to come 6th, there's like 9 points in it. It's pretty mad. Anyway, Wario, where you at? 10 for 13, so Wario goes down to 50th and continues to struggle. Whereas Rob, 21st. Having a great series. Which means Rob could become a pro. Which, as an improvement point of view, I can't remember where he come last season, but we're going to hold fire because we've got Roy the Boy, another robot versus Lucas. And this is a good opportunity for Roy the Boy to pick up some momentum and actually win a few games in a row instead of one and lose. Hopefully today's the day. And it's in a Tekken level, which is awesome because Tekken 8 got announced this week. On that Tekken hype, Makawewe pointed me in the right direction of the Netflix Tekken miniseries. And I will watch it. Especially now Tekken's on hype. Anyway, Roy the Boy picks up his special and has landed it. Oh man, that is a terrible special. Is it? Yeah. Absolutely awful special. I've never seen it used before. It obviously blocks the screen, but that affects everyone involved, so... Oh, that Pokemon is absolutely destroying Roy the Boy. Come on. Oh! He's holding on. He should have died. But he's not died. He's still holding on. Come on. He's turned into a tomato. Boy, the boy. How is he survive? He's a cat now. Oh, man. Roy. 13. 3 for 13. Back to 64th. Couldn't even beat Lucas. Oh, man. You know Lucas isn't going to get relegated. That's going to cause me some pain. He's now 56th and faces another red robot in the next round. So it's a tie between the robots and dogs this tourney. And Lucas and Rob. What a drip of a game. This one's a bit better. Pyramithra versus Rosalina. Fuels versus Vipers, which I believe is the most times teams have fought each other. Let's have a look. Fuels versus Vipers, 39. Has anyone else fought 39 times? No, so these guys have a huge rivalry. And usually, I think it's the Fuels who are one up. Yeah, the Fuels are on 20, Vipers on 19. That excludes this tournament as well, by the way, because I only add it on at the end. But Pyramithra win, which means for the pit crew, something's going well. I like these fighters. They're so good. They're now 25th, rightly deserved. And Rosalina, 10 for 13, goes down to 49th. It's nice to see Pyra get through, who's now 25th. And next up, a match that I did not see coming, which is Dark Samus versus Snake. That's Gumtex versus Red Robots. And Red Robots have dropped to second, so they need to hold on here. And I need the Gumtech to lose points, so... okay, as everything's dropped, I'm rooting for Snake, alright? I'm rooting for Snake. Dark Samus. Dark Samus and Snake are both in King K. Rool rules, one of our best Ultimate Dream teams. Snake's in Mega Drive, Nippleback. Nippleback also has Dark Samus. So you're going to get a win here, Chode. Cinnamon Chilies has Snake. Bryn Makalaka has Snake. Wonder Boys and Team Nuggets both have Dark Samus. Wow, you have Dark Samus as well. So these are two very popular characters. Both who have not had the best Series 2 so far and could turn it around here. But at the moment, Dark Samus seems to be in control. Snake's having a bit of unfortunate luck here. That gun is causing some damage. Snake needs to hide. Okay, Dark Samus has lost the gun. Must have run out of ammo, because it does. It's a super scope, sorry. And at the moment, Dark Samus is fighting really well. This should change things up quite a bit with whoever wins this. At the moment, Snake is dead. Don't know what I speak. Yeah, Snake loses straight away. Here we go again. Snake, anyway, 11 for 13 is in 39. Still not doing too great. How's he actually doing this series? This series, he's on -2, so he's doing pretty bad. And Dark Samus, though, that's a great victory. 2 for 4, moves up to 40th. With a shock turnaround there. Really didn't want her to win that time, though. But that's going to be a good duel between Pyramithra and Dark Samus, who, I believe, fought before. But, I'll try and find that out. Dark Samus. Let's get into this next battle whilst I look for that. Dark Samus versus Pyramithra. Did that happen before? It hasn't happened before, so that's cool. I thought they may have fought in the Gamma League or the Delta League. Anyway, we've got Steve from the Cockadoodle Dudes versus Corin from the Energy Source. Steve is the clear favourite here, ranked 22nd, whereas Corin at the moment is ranked 52nd. So there's like 30 odd places between these guys. However, if Steve does win here, he is in the Ruby League and could face off against another Ruby League fighter in the next round. If King K. Rool beats Fox. So we'll see what happens there. If Steve wins, he will be crossing his fingers that he faces King K. Rool in the next round. which for the Ruby League, Steve has one, King K. Rool has none. Nothing crazy exciting, but, you know, that's how it begins. Snake, who is stalemated, by the way. Also, yeah, well done, Steve. I think that was kind of inevitable that Steve was going to win that. Unfortunately for Corin, who's on 8 for 13, is now 53rd. And Steve, 8 for 4. Again, very good new fighter, ranked in 21st. And good for certain dream teams, which one of them is Staroids, and the other is Tenement Chili's, I believe. Staroids, Steve, and Tenement Chili's. Yeah, nice. Alright, Fox versus King K. Rool. Cosmo Vipers, is this their last fighter? No, obviously they got Richter through. And obviously the dudes as well, like I said before, yeah. Oh, shit. Took my half the ball there. The dudes are now 3 points ahead of the Red Robots, so very good team. And having King K. Rool really helps that, as he's obviously fighting sublimely, saying that Fox is dominating him at the moment. That's a good move from Fox. Fox wins! It felt like King K didn't really put in a good effort there, but I'm not going to complain for the Fox fans, as he's now 49th. On the verge of escaping relegation, and King K. Rool loses 22 for 12, which means he goes back down to 7th and misses out on that opportunity to face off against Steve for the Ruby Crystal League match. Well done to Fox. Few Fox fans in the house. Let's have a look. The Wonder Boys. Boom Makalaka. Boom, I didn't realise you had Fox. I didn't realise you had Fox. Damn. That's cool. You keep going strong. Wow. Nathan, you've got Fox. That's helping you. You three have got Fox, and Oz, Boom, and Wow all having a bit of a struggle tournament. So good on Fox for winning. And for obviously getting through as a Cosmo Viper. And that should help the Robots' case, who now only have one fighter through after starting so well, by the way. A really terrible beta team, don't they, the Robots? Rob, who's actually doing pretty well. Roy the Boy, Snake, and Duck Hunt. I've said that, some of those fighters have done alright, but on paper those guys are awful. Anyway, I should keep up. Lucina for the Gun-Tech, who I need to lose, versus Pac-Man from the Source, who I need to win. So, let's go Pac-Man. See Pac-Man, who's in I think he's in Jamie and Chode's team, and Lucina is in Jimmy and Justin. Pac-Man just manages to hold on wherever he lands, which is really helping my case against him and Lucina. He's also picked up the Super Scope. No, he's not. I don't know why I said that. Picked up the Pokeball instead, which actually landed. That's a good hit. Pac-Man is on the verge of winning here. He just needs to finish off Lucina. That's a good hit from Lucina, who's now only 60% behind. Both are vulnerable, but Pac-Man gets the hit and Pac-Man wins, which is really good for the energy source. Pac-Man's growing on me. I'm never a fan of Pac-Man, but now he's turning it around. Right, well done Pac-Man. Speaking of Lucina, I should give a shout out to Fire Emblem as well, who also announced a new game this week with probably the worst main character design I've seen. Looks like toothpaste or Pepsi can. But I do like Fire Emblem. Maybe it'll be a secret Smash fighter added to the game, as we need more Fire Emblem fighters. Anyway, great matchup to end round 2, which is Richter from the Cosmo Vipers, ranked 11th, one of the top Beta League fighters, versus Greninja, who's 57th. Not doing too well, but is an energy source fighter who are trying to turn things around here. And when we look at the team ranks, we're still miles off of the Gun Tech, but you know, it's not time to. There's time for improvement. And so far, Greninja's fighting alright. But then so is Richter, and Richter's picked up a blue shell, the most mugging of things. And Greninja wins. So out of nowhere, last was winner Richter loses 10-4. Just as I was bigging Richter up in the last round. And Greninja trying to claw their way out of relegation is now in 52nd, which means they're not there yet. But that helps the Energy Source now, who have 2 fighters through. Yes, they're going to face each other, but that means that, you know, we've got an opportunity to keep going all the way here. Yeah, 8 points difference between the Gumtech and Energy Source. And we've got a 6-point lead on Gorilla Limon now, who have had a terrible tournament. Anyway, lots of teams through. The only team that aren't through are Gorilla Limon. And there's 2 Source fighters through. So apart from that, everyone else has someone through. And we start with a fight and a matchup that's happened quite a few times this tourney, and that is the Shroom Dogs versus the Red Robots. And no one has these guys on Dream Teams. Everyone else is in a Dream Team. So, gots to be rooting for Rob just because Lucas is Lucas. Pit Crew moving on up the ranks now. Got Pyra still in it and Greninja as well. Yeah, it's close. It's close. Oh, our top ranked fighter Benny P for the Karaoke Kings has no one left in, with Richter, King K both being knocked out in that tourney. And King K Raw Rules, who is gaining on the Karaoke Kings, has Dark Samus left. I think that's it. Yeah, just Dark Samus. So Rosie will be looking at Dark Samus, crossing her fingers. And Roy, who have you got left? Steve? Just Steve. So it's quite close between those 3 at the top at the moment. Ah, Lucas. Ugh. You hate to see it. Anyway, that means the Red Robots are out. As Lucas is on 8 for 12 now in 52nd. And Rob is on 15 for 12. Puts him down to 23rd. No one cared about that though. We just want to see Lucas lose. He's going to lose hopefully to Pyromithra or Dark Samus, depending on how this match goes. Pyromithra for the Fossil Fuels, ranked in 26th. And Dark Samus for the Gumtech, ranked in 40th. Dark Samus just getting her 2nd win now, picking up some momentum a little bit after beating Snake and Isabel. Okay, Pyromithra starting with some awesome attacks, just like we saw in the Delta League. The tournament that she won. They won. There's 2 of them. I think that's the story. Anyway, she's picked up an assist trophy, which, I don't know where it's gone. Let's come back. Which could be trouble for Dark Samus. Especially that close to the end of the level. There you go. Pyromithra showing what they are capable of, and what I was hoping they would be capable of when they qualified. They're actually in a pro position now. 23rd they're ranked. 7 wins, 4 losses. And Dark Samus is 2 for 5. Which puts her in 46th, which is not in relegation. So that's 49th. And speaking of 49th, we've got the 49th fighter here, which is Fox. Ranked very low in comparison to Steve's 21. But Fox been on a roll, and, well, Steve's technically been on a roll. He's doing very well. But obviously we have Ultimate Dream Team matchups here, with some of our lowest fighters having these guys, especially Fox. Some of our lowest teams, Ultimate Dream Team, sorry. I talk a lot, so it's tough to keep up with what I say half the time. But Steve is caning at the moment. That's a good attack from Fox though. It's a classic attack from Fox. But Steve with a killer attack then. Fox is somehow, I don't know what just happened there. Steve must be broken. That was crazy. Steve, I don't think Steve has won anything yet. No. Which is a bit shocking, so I feel like Steve's done really well. Gets through for the Cockadoodle Dudes, who are going to cause a big gap between them and the red robots as Fox falls down to 51st, and Steve, 9 for 4, is now 17th. Go Steve, who clearly also wants to become a what's it, Majig? All-Star or Pro. Pro is what I was going for. Anyway, nice relaxing energy source fight. Source v source, and something that's not the first round, which is mad. So we look at Nippleback and When Life Gives You Lemons both having Pac-Man, and Greninja only being in the pit crew, who still have Pyra Mithra in the tourneys. Whereas Jamie, you've got no one left except Pac-Man, and Chode, you have Dark Samus just lost, so you only have Pac-Man as well. So big stakes here, guys. So far, Greninja seems to be fighting the best. Now, there's more at stake here for Greninja because he's been in he is stuck in relegation and he's on the verge of getting out. But what can Pac-Man do to upset our struggling fighter? It appears a lot. So it picks up an assist trophy, which is from Splatoon, which I've never seen this one before. Level zooming in. That one was quite deadly, to be honest. It made the level zoom in, so as soon as someone got attacked, they just went straight off the screen, which in this case was Greninja. As Greninja loses 8 for 13, and Pac-Man, who, like we said, has come second already in a tournament, gets through to the semi-finals. 16 for 12 for Pac-Man. 22nd now. That'll be a good fight. Pac-Man versus Steve for sure. So all we're all hoping for now is that Lucas loses, because apart from that, we've got rank 24, 22 and 17. So that's going to be pretty awesome. All different teams. No Crystal League matches at all are going to happen in this tournament, which is, I think, a first, to be honest. That's the first ever time. Damn, sorry guys. But anyway, Pyra Mithra versus Lucas, and I'm hoping for Rachel's sake that Pyra gets through. And I don't need the Shroom Dogs doing any better, really. Alright. Pyra Mithra win, just like that. Yes. Oh, the Gum Tech on 1 now, which means the Source are 7 points away. The Fossil Fuels are now in third, strong in third as well. And that was actually quite an important match for the Fuels versus the Dogs, because they're both on 4 until I obviously add this in. And Pyra, who is now 8 for 4, 22nd. And Lucas, 8 for 13. Goes down to 56th, just where he belongs. And Pyra gets to her first final, which I love to see because I think she's a great character. And it was a shame she hasn't done better, because I thought, watching her in the Delta League. Anyway, Steve versus Pac-Man, which should be quite interesting. So who has Steve? I think it's Star Roy's, who, Roy, be doing well. You need Steve to win this tournament. That would be good for you. And Pac-Man, who is in When Life Gives You Lemons and Nippleback. Jamie and Dan having good luck here with Pac-Man. That was a good choice, I think. He's performed quite well in a few tournaments now. So does Steve, to be honest, who's obviously in Tenement Chili's, who are in third. You're in single digits of positioning. Excellent, mate. Pac-Man really struggled there. Steve really looked like the better fighter, in all fairness. And there's a couple of good Beta League fighters. Steve and Pac-Man for sure have really shown. I mean, where are they ranked? Yeah, so Steve's ranked 3rd in the Beta League and Pac-Man's ranked 5th. Obviously, he's probably going to drop down now. Steve is on 10 for 4. Moves up to 13th. Steve, crazy. And Pac-Man, 16 for 13. I said Steve wanted to become a bloody pro. Well, I accidentally said all-star, and it's looking like he could be. He's 3 wins away from all-star position, so we'll keep an eye on good old Steve, who's ranked 13th, so faces off against Pyramithra, who are 22nd. And as it stands, Steve is 2nd in the Beta League. Pyramithra are 4th. So these are 2 good Beta League fighters. And we've got Fossil Fuels versus a Cockadoodle Dudes match. The dudes who are now 5 points clear of the Red Robots, who were like neck and neck through such a long time in this tourney. And the Fossil Fuels are gaining on the Robots as well, so the Robots could end up in 3rd, depending on what happens here, of course. Here we go. Not the best level for a final, but who will win? Steve for the Staroids, and for Tenement Chilies, or Pyramithra for the Pit Crew. As Pyra changes into Mithra, still taking no damage. Both brand new fighters, I should add as well. Both started in that tier. I think it was E tier, 0 and 0. Have come into the main leagues fighting excellently. And Pyramithra picks up an assist trophy. These guys are playing close to the edge, which is costly as Steve is knocked out and Pyramithra win. And I can hear Rachel, I can hear you celebrating. It's about time, right? Pyramithra, 9 for 4, goes to 18th, and Steve, 10 for 5. So Steve drops to 17th, which is 1 spot above Pyramithra, so it's pretty close. But we have our winners. From Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we have Pyra and Mithra winning Beta League number 5 in a Crystal Leagueless tournament. I always say I love to see new fighters win, especially those two. That was it. That was a good fight. That was impressive. And have they? I should check if they fought before. So I feel like again they must have fought in one of the leagues to qualify. Steve, Pyramithra. Oh, they've actually fought twice and they're 1-1. So that's really cool now that, you know, between 1-1, Pyramithra have taken the lead and are officially winners. Yeah. Lots has happened. I always say lots has happened. God damn it. I'm so predictable. But yeah, lots has happened. So we're going to go over to the Smash Com archives. I'm going to have a nice conversation with you as the glasses have gone. Horatio is out of the building. And we'll crack on from there. Would you look at that? We're here at the Smash Com archives, the place where we always finish. Yeah, that sounded bad. And we only have 6 tourneys remaining now. 3 alpha, 3 beta, so lots to play for. And let's see what's moved in the firstly in the fighting ranks. So obviously Sephiroth is still top. I don't know why they even said that. I'm not going to go for him like that. I'm just going to focus on Beta League for now. In which we have King K. Rool, who missed the opportunity to fight his way back up the ranks by losing in his second fight. So he's currently in 7th, but should hopefully still hold on to all-star position. But it is at risk with the likes of Beta League fighters such as Richter, Steve, Pyramithra, Rob and Pac-Man, who, looking at that, are like the best Beta League fighters at the moment. They seem to be consistently good. So yeah, well done to them. Well done, guys. Well done, AI. Thanks for listening. And then we move down to D1 and D2, so where everything bad is happening. And Roy the Boy, I don't know why I thought it was going to be different today. Never appears to be different. Almost going above Roy, Wolf, but it's now on the same. I've got Roy on the mind. No more picking Roy's, Roy. Wolf, very bad. Diddy Kong, bad. Peach, bad. Young Link, pretty bad. Jigglypuff, bad. Oh, God. Greninja was doing so well. At one point, he was like mid D1, but just by losing one fight, he's gone down quite far. But can you see all of those people on -5? Corin, Cloud, Falco, Lucas, Greninja, Duck Hunt. So you could go from 58th to 53rd very quickly. Especially if everyone else around you's losing. Like Fox, for example, probably got quite a few fights there that has helped him sort of stay a bit higher up in D1, which means that in the next tourney, let's say like Luigi or DK lose, then Fox has the opportunity to pounce on that, move above them. Other people in trouble in the Beta League, See Lucas, Falco. Again, Lucas is the same as Fox. Was doing really bad. Lucky to be there. Cloud doing really bad. Corin. Rosalina. Yeah. Anyway, Dark Samus, very good from her to get a few wins, which has helped out her cause of not being in the relegation zone. Incineroar, look how far down he is, -3. So another win for Incineroar could put him in relegation, which is a huge, huge shock for such a good fighter. Well, who I thought was a good fighter, was doing terrible. Snake getting a couple of wins there that's helped him. Maybe one win. Was he 1 or 2? I can't remember, but that's helped him massively. But anyway, you know, mid-range, they're all there. They're all safe and healthy. We'll just keep seeing what happens with them. But yeah, that is that for them. And then we've got the team rank, which the Cockadoodle do to have that 4-point advantage and maintain first spot at the moment as we draw closer to the end of Series 2. Robots and Fuels on the same amount of points. Great help there from Pyramithra, who won. Cosmo Vipers and the Shroom Dogs both on 3, so they're battling it out to be in the top 4 spaces. But we've seen how quick that can change just by judging what's happened today. Because obviously Gumtech are there in 6th, but they lost a few points, and the Source are on -7, and they were last at 1 point. So the Le Mans being on -12 is quite a shock. They really suffered there, so I'm happy for the Source, but I'm not happy for you Gorilla Le Mans fans, I'm afraid. Next season we're going to be 1 and 2. Obviously no point to look at the Crystal League. Spartan and Warrior hasn't changed either. King K. Rool is still the winner of that. It's probably going to win the Warrior accolade because doesn't look like he's going to move down that far. However, Spartan, we'll see how that goes because people are gaining on him. Which means that finally we look at the Ultimate Dream Team, which stuff is happening, as I always like to say. Let's start at the bottom where Team Nuggets have found themselves in last place. Moles, what's going on? Dark Samus got a few wins in there for you. Obviously you only have 3 Beta League fighters. Peach being rubbish and Falco being rubbish. Obviously you guys were all on 29 at the start, the bottom 4, so the pit crew, Rachel, you've managed to gain a bit of a lead there on that bottom 4. You've now gone up to 10th thanks to Pyramithra obviously winning the tourney. But Boom in 14th, 1 point breaking up 13, 14 and 15. Wonder Boys Oz moving from last to 13th, so it's not going too well, it's going bad for you, but not awful. Jaff, you was 8th, you're now 12th again. You'll be happy to know. Nathan, you've gone down to 11th, same points as the pit crew. Tenement Chili's, Thud, you'll be happy with 9. SP, as long, if you're not 7th, I'm going to just assume that that's not good for you, so keep aiming for 7th or higher. Jamie down there on 7th, and we've got a bit of a battle between 5th, 6th and 7th. They keep changing a lot, so that's Nippleback, When Life Gives You Lemons, and Mega Drive. So Cho, Jamie and Jimmy. But saying that, Ash, you could be dragged into that, my friend. Who didn't do good for you? Banjo, you only had 3 fighters, like somebody earlier. So Banjo, Cloud and Mr. Game & Watch, who all didn't do too well. So Ash, you've slipped. And you're on joint points with Chode, so Chode, 4th place, is up for grabs. And it is close between 1, 2 and 3 by 1 point. Similar to last series with Team Nuggets, the Wonder Boys and Mega Drive and Pit Crew's old team Uberwell. As we have in 3rd place on 48, King K. Rool Rules. That's you, Rosie. It's still close. Staroys, Roy been 2nd. Roy become last series, I should add, and has Roy the Boy. What a waste of a space in his team. I'm joking, I love him. On 49, and then still winning on 50, but losing a bit of a distance on a lead is the Karaoke Kings and Benny P. No, you don't get a medal for the 10th tournament, unfortunately. You've got to win all 16, so 6 to go. But yeah, very close, and stuff is still all up in the air. 1 minute you think you've got a lead, next minute it's just gone. So lots to look forward to in the next 6 tournaments, guys. And thank you once again to everyone who's been watching all my videos. I really appreciate it, even if you're dipping in and out, watching your own fighters, watching little bits and bobs, watching the final, going all the way through to the end and just looking at who's winning, Benny P. And yeah, I just appreciate it, guys. So let's keep up the good work. All together, we're getting there. Sayonara to Jinx Scott, and I said we should make a thing about that now. So I vote that I'm not a Jinx, but sometimes I can be, and I think that settles it, doesn't it? It's 50-50. So I'm going to continue doing what I do, and that's rooting for you guys. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look me in the eyes and tell me I don't like it. Okay. But no, it's been really good fun, guys, and I'm glad I can see a bit better again as well. It's a lot lighter in here about the classes, and so next time we're back to good old Scotty being happy. And as well as that, let's keep an eye out for the team rankings as well. Give your team, root for your team at home. Cockadoodle Dudes, what a win that would be for WoW and for the Wonder Boys as well, who are both Cockadoodle Dudes fans. No one wants to see the Red Robots win because see that? All these logos, none of them are red, which means there's no Red Robots fans. See that? Terrible. So, yes, that's it, guys. I'm signing off. See you for the next Alpha League. 6 to go.